Hello everyone, and welcome back to Caffeinated Dragonware. I'm Lisa, and as you may or may not know, my husband and I are working on a game called Exit Stage Left, a mobile game where you play as a stage hog trying to stay on stage as long as possible. In this devlog, I will show you how I added swinging props to the game. Trust me, it's a lot more infuriating than it sounds. To create a pendulum-style swinging prop, first you need a rope for it to rotate on. I played around with a rope from a tutorial for a bit. Then I scrapped it. I looked up a video on different joints in Unity and ended up choosing a 2D hinge joint and a distance joint for this task. The distance joint allows the moon or sun part of the prop to swing independently on the rope, to make it look more natural, while the hinge joint has a built-in motor function, allowing it to spin freely in whichever direction I choose. It's pretty neat. However, as I quickly learned, while 2D hinge joints are easy to use in Unity's built-in inspector tool, they are an absolute beast to get working in the code. There's no mention of it in any of the Unity documentation, it's just a bunch of forum posts on this particular subject. So I spent a good chunk of time going from forum to forum trying to figure out why my code wasn't working right. Eventually I found a vague answer. Yay! And ended up making the tutorial for others in my same situation. You know, do unto others as you want others to do unto you, all that good stuff, you know. I think it would be nice to have a tutorial, and there weren't any, so now there is one. Link in the description. Anyways, once the major roadblock was out of the way, it was time to get coding for real. I did test after test trying to get the prop to stop at a touch of a button, as well as move in different directions. The hardest part was getting it to stop once it reached the top. I ended up coming up with an equation so it knew what angle to stop at regardless of direction changes. This equation looked like reset angle equals 180 plus 360 times left rotations minus 360 times right rotations. Basically, the reset angle is the angle the prop will be at once it swings in and returns to the top of the hinge joint. This angle is determined by taking 180 degrees, the angle the prop is originally starting at, and adding the number of times the prop is swung left multiplied by 360 degrees, and subtracting the number of times the prop is swung right multiplied by 360 degrees. With this system in place, I still had one last problem: momentum. Imagine you're driving a car and you apply the brake. You don't stop right away due to the momentum of the car. An object in motion stays in motion. To compensate for this, if the prop's angle exceeds the reset angle, a low speed is applied to the hinge joint's motor and the direction is reversed until it reaches that reset angle. So basically, if the reset angle was 360 degrees, and it went a little bit past that, let's say it went to 370, once it gets a little bit past it, it'll go back to that 360, and if it keeps drifting, it'll just keep correcting it to make sure that it always stays relatively close to 360. I mean, it's never going to be perfect, but it's just going to compensate for that momentum drift. Now, when I add this feature to the game, there will be no buttons. The buttons were just for testing. Instead, the props will swing in whenever the difficulty reaches a certain level. Well, that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. We publish videos every other Saturday. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.